out right today. That almost never happens. Go figure, y'all. Go figure. Hello, everyone. I know nobody is here yet. For those who watch on the replay, almost everyone is here. Except for Lockett. I don't know where Lockett is, but we do have Shadow, Princess, Ethereal. Both of the black cats. Hello, Isabella Sutton. Thank you for being here. So nice of you, who has a spectacular channel like yours, to visit a loser channel like mine. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I know I'm a loser channel. Those of you who think I don't know I'm a loser, trust me. I know I'm a loser. Okay? Y'all think she's delirious. She's delusional. I know I'm a loser. Well, hello, Nez. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by on this very humid evening. Hey, Sydney Cat. Thank you for being here. Great stream today, Sydney Cat. I always enjoy spending time with you. I love it when Sydney Cat defies you and she's going upstairs. She's going to her room. Open that door, woman. I'm getting in that bed. Here's a doe. She's just had some babies. A doe's a mommy again. Moo is back. I was worried. Hello, Omnia. Yes, they are funny looking raccoons. You know, the tails are stripy like raccoons, so they could be raccoon tails. They got the stripes. They have to be in a relative of somewhat. You know what I mean? It's finally starting to cool off, but the mosquitoes are out. And I had a great day today, y'all. Spending time outside with Miracle. We sat in the field for a little while. Well, hello, Jay Miller. Thank you for stopping by. My God, it's John. John. Love you, John. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Well, hello, Arlene. Hey, Arlene. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. So nice to see everyone this evening. I truly do appreciate it. More than words can say. Hey there, Rosemary. Hey, Rosemary. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to refill the tadpole pool. There's a lot of tadpoles in there. I just wish my camera could pick them up. Oh, John, I've been wondering about your kitties, John. Do you have someone looking in on them? Because I know you're traveling. I do hope you have someone. I know, John, you know how to take care of the babies. I just can't leave my babies. Hello, Chris. Hey, Chris. Thank you for being here. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. It's going by quick. I never want to miss anyone. I always want everyone. Arlene, did I say hello to you, Arlene? I want everyone to feel welcome here. New Niffy, I think I missed you, New Niffy. Thank you for being here, New Niffy. I truly do appreciate it. I want to say hello to everyone who stops by. I want everyone to feel welcome. Oh, well, John, that is good that you have someone that you can trust to take care of them. John, I predict when you get home, you're going to get so much loving. They're going to run to you. They will go with their snuggles. They might be mad for a little while, though. Oh, New Niffy says, Princess is getting bigger. Well, yeah, New Niffy. She is getting bigger, for the obvious reasons, New Niffy. Oh, yes, New Niffy. He had a great birthday. We had to go out in the morning before the storms hit. Then the storms hit that evening, or kind of the middle of the day. Rained all day. The woods were flooded. We just now got a chance to go back out there. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jay Miller. Uh, have a good time this evening. Naz, I just want everyone to feel welcome for being here. Really, I do. And because the property slants downhill towards that little pond and that stream, it's sort of like a natural progression. And so once you get into the woods, it gets really sloppy and messy, and it's not, unless you want to slosh through mud. You know, Miracle don't like wet paws, y'all. Hello, Ruwan. Thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, New Niffy, I was reading about you, talking about your family in Kentucky. Yes. Yeah, there's been a lot of storms going on. Now, Ruan, Miracle is inside, but I did take Miracle outside, and we did make some videos. I made some videos of Miracle enjoying his squeeze-up treats. And if you want to see Miracle enjoying his squeeze-up treat, and then Miracle enjoying a squeeze-up treat after being disturbed by a kitten, you know, go watch my last few shorts. Unfortunately, Ruan, this is Miracle's mother, Edo. That is Edo. She's 6 years old. She is Miracle's mommy, and she's very sweet. Oh, look over here. We have Moo. Moo is hydrating. Remember, everyone, drink plenty of water. Hydration is more important than you can imagine. Yeah, Rosemary, so many people get them confused. Miracle's blaze on his white blaze on his forehead comes to a little peak and makes it look like he has a heart on his face. Whereas Edo's blaze goes up higher, and Miracle is way poofier. Miracle's got his poof going on than Edo. Oh, there's my neighbor. Oh, yeah, that's how I cut open the bags and the packages. There's Moo. He's exploring. He was gone for half a day because Big Tom was here. Big Tom is very disruptive. Hey, Angela. Angela. I don't want to say much, Angela, because I don't want to upset anyone, Angela. But some of your posts I have been really resonating with. I've really had a lot of things I wanted to say about your post, Angela. But, you know, I'm so afraid I'm going to piss somebody off. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't feel that way. If I had money, when I had money, I didn't care who I angered. I traveled through this world like a wild juggernaut, taking people out left and right. You like me, you don't like me, get out of my way, I'm coming through. When you don't have money, how you live your life is different. Well, hello, Bruce. Bruce, thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you've had a wonderful day, Bruce. Yeah, I've learned the different ways how you negotiate life when you have money and security and when you're worrying about your next meal. So, yeah. New Niffy says, I am considered a human bowling ball. Well, why is that, New Niffy? There's Moo. Moo was gone for about a day because Big Tom ran him away. I am refilling slowly the tadpole. Tadpole. Oh no, Bruce, that's terrible to hear about the cat. It's always sad when you see one go. Hello, cats to felines. Well, I didn't know you lived in Sweden, cats to felines. I thought you lived in the southern part of the United States. Maybe you just recently went to Sweden. But thank you for being here, cats to felines. Yeah, our azaleas were gorgeous. They were really putting on a show, which last year they did not do much. It was a smattering of color. And but this year they were really putting on a show, and then we had those hard rains Saturday night, several inches of rain, and it just really destroyed the azaleas. Angela, I've always wanted to see a rhododendron. I always have. Okay, here's Erica, I think is your name. I live in the northern part. I've been in there. I'm from North Carolina, but I'm from Sweden. Well, okay, Erica. So nice of you to let us know. So much crunching, and look at them, they're eating. Yeah, I think, Angela, I've heard about rhododendrons because I've studied Oregon. I think even in Oregon, they grow wild. But they don't seem to do that here. But I think azaleas are in the same family. But okay, here's Moo. Moo's hydrating everyone. Moo. Something frightened to Moo. It's okay. Moo. Look at him holding his little paw up. He's watching the water come out of the hose. It's okay, Moo. It's okay. Yeah, I knew Niffy he is. He's got that little crooked head, lopsided jaws, and but I can't get near him, but he was gone for a day. I'm just happy he's back. Hello, Greenwave TV. Thank you for being here, Greenwave TV. I always appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, that's the hose with a hole in it. Slowly filling up the water because I got a whole watering hole full of tadpoles. I kind of, if you look, if he turns his head to the left, you can see his lopsided jaw. His little, yeah. Hey, something's gone wrong there, but that's okay. We still love him. Yeah, Rosemary, there is a ton of tadpoles here in this watering hole. I mean, this watering hole is full of tadpoles, but I have tried to take videos of them, and it just picks up water. I cannot, the camera just cannot pick up the tadpoles under the water. Yeah, Rosemary, they grow very quickly. It will not be very long before they walk away. Yeah, John, there are so many birds here now making so many sounds. I have to stop and think about what I'm hearing. But in Greenway TV, it's always nice to see you. Okay, here he comes. Here's Ethereal, and he's in my lap, everyone. Here's Ethereal for his after snack snuggle. Here we go, everyone. Okay. Yes, it's snuggle time. Okay, well, find your position and deal with it. Hey, Pippa! Hey, Pippa! Thank you for being here. I'm trying to get his angle and sort of position my body where you can see him getting his nugget times. There he is. And then we have the black cat down here. She's still eating. Anyway. Hey there, Effie. Lay down. Lay down, Ethereal. Okay. Get comfortable. We may or may not have a nice sunset tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Right, we gotta... usually that makes it refocus. Let's try it again. Try it up here. It just does that sometimes. I have to work with it. Hello, DL. I'm having trouble getting... Oh, there we go. I got to focus. Hey, DL, thank you for being here. You must have a lot of time off in the evenings to be here a couple of nights in a row. Oh, look, we have hydration. Yeah, I am slowly filling up the watering hole. Oh, I hope you had a great day at work, DL. Oh, DL, you don't know how much I'd love to go to work and to go to a job. Most people hate their jobs and they don't want to go to them, and all they can do is wait to get home. And I was the opposite. I've always wanted to run to my job. Well, no, Niffy, I am an adult and I am having a beverage. So, um, I always loved my jobs. I guess I'm odd. Hey, two black cats hydrating. Does that make me weird that I always loved my jobs? But I did, and I always tried to do my best. And didn't matter how hard I tried. Oh, I heard the mockingbird. Listen. Well, thank you, Angela, for saying that. I always was like, try to be the first to go to work and the last to leave and to do my best and to make a good impression. Whereas most people are like, yeah, I'm not doing anything for these people. I'm just going to show up and try to get out of here. Yeah. I've always loved going to work. I built my world around my job. My identity was caught up in my job, and that's where I've got my problems right now, y'all. This is where my problem is right now, y'all. I loved going to work and being the best worker there, or the best worker I could be, whereas most people don't give a crap. And now I don't have that, and it's crushed my soul. It's crushed my identity. And I'm trying to find something else, and I can't. Okay, new Niffy, of course, ask me about one of my cats. Please, I love cat questions. Any questions? Yeah, Angela, I remember your video, Angela, where you had the vehicle that you had did your rural mail carrying picked up, and you spoke of it, and I identified with that because my best friend's husband was a did that, and okay, new here's whatever. Kai has went inside. She comes out occasionally, new Niffy. You're speaking of Kaisera, or as Bruce calls her, Ladder Cat. She is trying to spend most of her time inside. Well, hello, Chelsea. I am doing great. Chelsea, thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Chelsea. Yeah, my best friend's husband was a rural mail carrier. After he retired from the Marines, he was a Marine. She had a cold, new Niffy. She had a miscarriage. She was pregnant. Only thing I can think of is that she had a miscarriage. She came inside and she was covered in blood on her backside. And she did not want to go back outside, and she was not pregnant enough to have given birth to live kittens. And so I knew something had happened, but I knew she was not far enough along to have given birth. And that, for whatever reason, she does not want to go outside. She's afraid to leave the house after that. So I felt of her, she no longer feels pregnant. And she does not want to leave the house. So something has happened to her. But she seems to be healthy and happy otherwise. Well, hello, Charity. Hello, Charity. Thank you for being here. But yes, Kaizera is happy inside. I cannot convince her to go outside. But here's Ethereal getting his snuggies on. We're getting our snuggies. Might have to go turn the water off in a little while. The pool is getting full. I was hoping we'd have a nice sunset. We'll just look at Ethereal. There's some crows in the background. I am concerned that I have not seen Locket today. But I did get some cute video of the little kitten, Santiam, aggravating Miracle on his walks. Santiam followed me and Miracle today. Here's Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Hey there. And Miracle was not happy. And then I showed some video of Miracle having a squeeze up. And Santiam wanted some too. Well, Miracle was not happy about that. But we did go into the woods and we just sat out there and we just sat there and we relaxed. There's nothing to look at, nothing to think about. We just sat out there and listened to the sounds, enjoyed the trees. And sometimes you need that nothingness to calm down. It's like sometimes you need nothingness of no sensory from your phone, that whole, you get a notification, you're doing this, whatever. You're just, you're sitting there in the middle of the woods with a cat, listening to birds and watching the leaves. Might sound boring, but can be very calming. Just give it a try. Just try nothingness for a while. Hello, Raphael. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong again, but thank you for being here. I have not, a new Niffy, unfortunately I have not released any long form videos in a few days. My phone is giving me fits. I can only post shorts. So that's why everyone is seeing so many shorts from me. Because my phone will not let me post long form videos. There's just something going wrong. It just tells me every time I try to upload a video, it will tell me upload failed. My last long form video that I did post, it took me 2 days of attempting to post it before it actually went up. But if y'all watch anything I have, I do appreciate it. It's Adam. Hello, Adam. I truly do appreciate you being here. I was thinking you were going to do a live stream tonight, and when I saw you didn't, I decided to go live because I know if I'm doing a live stream and you're doing a live stream, 0 people would watch me. But thank you for being here, Adam. I truly do appreciate it. You know, John, you might see a little bit of a, what are you doing back here after leaving us? You might have to do a lot of making up with your cats for leaving them. That happened when my mother went into the hospital for a couple of weeks, and she came back, and the cats were like, "Who are you? What are you doing here? Where did you go?" Yeah, you're gonna have to make up for it. Oh, Adam's having an interesting night. Do tell, Adam. Oh, yes, Adam, I have helped my mother through many of a night of getting ready for a colonoscopy. Yeah. I understand you don't want to do a live stream. Yeah, you'd be in the bathroom. I've been through that with my mother about 3 times. Not pleasant. Hello, Piccolina. Hey, Piccolina. Thank you for being here, Piccolina. Always nice to see you this evening. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, Adam, if I remember correctly, Adam, there's a schedule they give you of when to drink that stuff. And you think you're going to sit down and watch TV, but sadly, no. TV is out of the question unless you have a TV in your bathroom. And they tell you to drink some more. I know. I've been through it with my mother. She wanted to come out and watch a TV show, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, no, just don't leave your bathroom, Mama. Just stay in the bathroom, okay? Look at Moo. I feel so bad for Moo. He was attacked by Big Tom. Well, you know, that is, Adam, that is different from what my mother had to do, her schedule. They gave us a printout of her schedule, and it was every few hours. She had to drink so much, and I had to measure it out and give it to her to drink. Not one bottle at 6 p.m. and another bottle at 5 p.m. Now, if I had to give her bottles, they told us when to start giving her the medicine, for lack of a better word, and then it was every couple of hours I had to mix it up and give it to her and listen to her complain about it. Yeah, John, I've noticed that they change it a little bit every time. The prep is always different. What they give you to use, what your schedule is. Yeah. You know, I've noticed in the medical community that you will often get differing opinions. That's why I don't always give all my credence to the medical community. Okay, I'm going to go over here and turn off the water because it's starting to run over. I've got my tadpoles taken care of. Let's look at the sunset while I do this. There we go. Oh no, she's took my chair. Come on. She's scared of me, so I can't touch her. She'll move. There we go. Shadow, let me sit down. No, my chair. My chair. There's Moo. Oh, he's tapping at the water. Moo sees something in the water. What do you see, Moo? I'm just so happy Moo's back. He wasn't here yesterday. He was here early in the morning yesterday, but Big Tom was here, and Big Tom attacked him. Well, Chelsea, thank you for being here, Chelsea. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you've had a great day, Chelsea. You want some more kibble? Come on. Here we go. I'll give you another handful. We just don't want to leave it out here for raccoons and that dog. Some dogs are waking me up early in the morning, barking incessantly. Oh, God. I was afraid they're after one of the cats, but they're off somewhere else. But they wake me up, barking. There we go. We're snacking again, everyone. Yes, Adam, tomorrow they will give you some sleepy time drugs and you'll wake up like nothing ever happened. I've done it with a couple of people who needed a ride. And I've done it with my mother a few times. Those are the people who are lucky enough to get health care. For me, if something were to go wrong, I could not receive any medical care, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll only die when God decides it's time for me to die, I guess. Moo, what you doing, Moo? Yes, Adam, that is true. Adam, my mother has had a whole litany of health problems from the time she was in her early 20s. A whole list of surgeries and situations and problems and medical circumstances that somebody needed to take care of her. And yeah. And from the time she was in her early 20s, and I'm like very much past my early 20s. And I haven't had anything, but maybe if I went to the doctor, they'd tell me the things that are wrong with me and the things I need to see a doctor about. And so I guess I'm better not going to the doctor. No growlies. Let's enjoy the kitties. What are y'all doing? Here we go. Yeah, new Niffy, my mother has had a whole lot of surgeries. At half the age I am now, a lot of health problems I have not had yet. I'm sure one day I'll get a catastrophic medical diagnosis. I'm not saying I'm lucky. I'm just saying I haven't had it diagnosed yet. So I'm waiting. I moved. I think he is looking at the tadpoles because there are a lot of tadpoles in there. I think that's what he's doing. You see tadpoles? Hmm? Oh, well, Adam, 18-year-old is a great life for a cat. I just hope their life was great and wonderful and they had someone to love them. DL, thank you for being here this evening. I truly do appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful dinner. Yes, I am thinking about dinner and what I will make tonight. Thank you for being here, DL. You know I love you. And I hope you have a great evening. Adam says my feet are falling asleep. Shift your positions, Adam. Get the pressure off your spine. And you might get your blood flow back to your feet. Thank you all for being here. I have to say I appreciate it. There's nothing going on here except watching the world's biggest loser and some cats. You know, I always say if you want to feel better about your life, watch mine. Oh, Adam, I know. I've been through all that with my mother a few times. My mother said, I want to come back in the living room and watch TV. And she's like, no, I gotta go back to the bathroom. I'm like, why are you leaving the bathroom when you know what's going to happen? And she just said, I want to watch TV. I want to watch TV. I'm like, maybe tonight is not your TV night. Just stay close to your toilet, okay? This is before she had dementia. Yeah, okay. My mother was a very different person before she had dementia. I'm like, and there'd be like The Bachelor. It was The Bachelor was on. She loves that Bachelor. And I'm like, it's like, I gotta see who's he gonna pick and what's going on. I'm like, I will tell you, just stay in the bathroom. You know it's going. It's just like, I just messed up my pants. And I'm like, well, yes, you're doing a colon cleanse. Just sit in your bathroom. So it's like, I'm like, it's just The Bachelor, okay, Mama? There's some girls crying about when will they find love, and he can't decide which one he likes best. It's the same silliness every season. Just stay in your bathroom, okay? Stay in the bathroom, because you know there's something about to happen. Who's ever seen The Bachelor? It's very insulting to females. It really is. Bruce, I do have a pet cemetery here, Bruce. Uh, I was paying money to have my cats buried, and then I realized how much it was going to end up costing me. I did the math, and I said, well, I'm going to be here forever, or for a while. I'll bury them here. Does not look like I will be here forever. But whatever. My time is limited. Oh my God, Angela! That is great news. That's good to hear, Angela. Congratulations, Angela. Uh, we over here have the black cat hydrating. And over here we have a tabby cat hydrating. Okay, Adams is back in a moment. Adam's got some things to do. Yeah, Bruce, I do have a large, not large, but a significant cemetery in our woods for the cats that I have had pass away. I was taking them to a pet cemetery, and then and that is not as cheap as you think. And I started adding up the math. Well, if this one dies and that one dies, and because they're all, unfortunately, they're all going to pass away. And I'm like, oh, look at how much money I'm going to be paying. So I just started burying them here, thinking this would be my forever home. But it's looking like it will not be my forever home, unfortunately. Look, Moo is definitely stalking the tadpoles. Look at him. Look at Moo. Do you see the tadpoles, Moo? Yo. They're too quick for you, Moo. You will never catch them. Here comes Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Hi. Yeah, New Niffy, that's why when I had my home and I owned my home, I did not make a pet cemetery here because there where I lived and I owned my home because I knew that was not my forever home. So yeah, you got to think about where you're going to bury your pets if you do not want them to be disturbed. Well, hey, hello, sir. Seal. L. Thank you for being here. Um, Thanks for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Yeah, I had some land and everything. And my first cat died. And I thought, well, do I want to spend the rest of my life here? And I thought, well, no. And so I did know that there was a pet cemetery in the area, and I contacted the number that they had and started putting my cats in the pet cemetery. And yeah, Rosemary, it is expensive. And I got to thinking about how expensive it was to go to the pet cemetery. And that's when I started thinking, I have a lot of land here. Let's start putting them here. Yeah. Uh, but it just like takes my walks through the woods that I'm thinking, oh, this is nice. And then I come to the cemetery. I just try to avoid the cemetery. Yeah. Uh, it's all expensive. The pet cemetery was very expensive. Last time I went out there, I had visited a customer nearby. I'll just run by there and look at it, and there were not even headstones for my cats and my dog. And so when I had another one put out there, I said, "Hey, you didn't put out a marker for my cat, and I paid for that, and I paid for it. I paid for it." And this is a man, he was well into his 80s. He says, "Well, I don't know what to put out there if you don't tell me." I said, "We sat out here at this table, and I filled, there was a table under a shed. And I said, I filled out the paperwork telling you the name of my cat and when they were born and when they died. And this is what on their marker. And, he said, no, you didn't tell me that." I said, "I got paperwork at home, okay? I filled it out. Why would I leave here after paying you however many hundreds of dollars without filling that out?" And he said, no, you didn't." And I'm like, okay, I'm just dealing with someone who's senile. It's Spine Ticks. Hey, Spine Ticks. Thank you for being here. It's always nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, Spine Ticks. Really, somebody with as many subscribers as Spine Ticks manages to stop by and see a loser channel like me. Because I am a loser, and I know that. And, but thank you. Oh my God, Angela, that is so sad. Oh, Angela. Angela, I'm so sorry. Yeah, when it's sudden, it is harder to deal with. Um, uh, I always thought I'd tell the story about how Ori died when there was a hurricane approaching. And I thought, well, nobody wants to hear this. But there's a hurricane hitting us, and I couldn't bury my cat. But I think nobody wants to hear that. They just want to hear the growly miracle. You know. But I do have a story about when my Ori died. And he died right before we were hit by a hurricane. And I literally could not go outside and bury his body because trees were falling all around us. But I'm like, oh, well, people don't want to hear that. So I don't tell that story because it is a difficult one. Moo is just fascinated by the tadpoles. Oh, John, let me tell you. The first time I had a cat die, and I called the man at the pet cemetery, and he said, well, you know, I can furnish you a coffin. And I said, oh my God, I would love the coffin. And he said, yeah, I can get you a coffin, but that's $40 extra. And I'm like, no problem, I'll pay that $40. First time I've ever had a cat buried. I pull up there. He's like, here's your coffin. It's a $3 plastic box from Fred's. It literally still had the Fred's discount store tag on it. And I know how much stuff cost then. This is over 20 years ago. Plastic box from Fred's. He charged me $40 for it. He told me I was getting a coffin or casket, whatever y'all want to call them. It was just a plastic box with a Fred's tag on it. Hell, I could have done that, y'all. I could have done that. And, like, screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. And every time I had a pet die, he said, "Do you want me to provide a coffin?" I'm like, hell no. I can go to Fred's and get my own $3 box. Because, I let him know what's up. Anyway, um, but he didn't even put out markers. I'm like, ugh. So now I don't even want to go and look because I probably have a couple $1,000 invested in grave sites and there are no markers. Yeah, I know, Niffy. I do understand. I understand completely. Sometimes, if you want to bury your pet at home, the situation is not the best. Um, yeah, new Niffy, you love them. You love them to death. Um, and I've always wanted to see everyone go off under the best circumstances. And uh, but I was spending the money to have them put in a public pet cemetery until I ran out of money. Money became difficult. And I thought, I wonder how my mother would feel about it if I put them on her property. I was not living here yet. He said, sure, okay. So, yeah, it was difficult. I thought, well, you think, will they be remembered? And I'm like, I'm always going to remember them in the pet cemetery. They're part of us. They're part of our heart. My cats are a part of my heart, my soul. And when they're gone, they're gone. But I think I always tell every one of them when they're leaving they're leaving. I hold them up. I say, you're not alone. You're not alone. Because you're taking a part of me with you. You are literally taking a part of my heart with you. And wherever you go, you will never be alone. Never. Oh my God, the mosquitoes are rampant. And I was hoping we have a nice sunset tonight, but it does not look like it's going to happen. Um, hey, Judy. Hey, Judy, thank you for being here. I was hoping we would have a nice sunset this evening, Judy. But unfortunately, we're not. But I do appreciate you stopping by, Judy. And look, here, here's Moo. He's watching the tadpoles. Now, look, you got your paws wet. He's going away. I just hate it when Big Tom comes and attacks him. Big Tom needs to stay home. Unfortunately, there will be no nice sunset tonight. I do hear lots of bird sounds. Let's look at Moo. Over here we have, that's Princess. I know it's getting dark. It's hard to see, y'all. I know the sun's going down. Oh, Adam, that's so sweet. Adam, those babies know you're not feeling well and you're going through something. They just want to visit their person and they want to help you feel better, Adam. Look at over here. We have a cat. Anyway, y'all, before it gets too dark, I need to go inside and make dinner for my mother. Thank you, John, for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Love you too, John. Love you, Bruce. Love you, Rosemary, Judy, Angela, Adam, New Niffy. If I'm forgetting someone, let me know. Let me know. But if you're here and you're participating and trying to keep this old lonely loser company, because I know I'm an old lonely loser. I know I'm a loser. I don't need anybody to tell me. I am a loser. Anyway, no, Judy, thank you for commenting on my videos. I truly do appreciate it. I do need to go make dinner. And it's getting dark. Thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you. And good night, everybody.